Let me ask you a question. What are you waiting on today? Maybe it's finding the right person to marry. You're looking for Mr. or Miss Right. Maybe it's a raise or a bonus or a promotion at work. You might be anticipating this as the climactic moment that will change your life forever. It could be you're waiting for a change in circumstance. Perhaps you're in a dark valley and you're wanting to find yourself at the very peak of the mountaintop where the view of life is more pleasurable taking in. Maybe you're waiting for an answer from God or from someone who can give that life-giving yes or no that will put it on one trajectory or another. What are you waiting on? And could it be your life, your personhood, is waiting on joy? What if it's joy you're looking for? What if it's not that raise, that partner in life, not that yes or no that causes everything to hang in the balance? What if at the end of the day, it's you? You're waiting on you to receive the gift of joy. Lately I've been thinking a lot about the Christmas season. It's a sentimental time, isn't it? It brings up memories. It causes us to think more deeply about what's important. And it can make us wrestle with that pain or angst that often lies below the surface of our lives. Now, without going too deep in losing the fun of Christmas, maybe it is good for us to think about if my waiting is not about it, the circumstance, the response, the answer I need to my life, but rather it's about me. And what if I need to say yes to this thing called joy? My kids are getting really excited about Christmas. I'm glad. It's fun. It is exciting. It's wondrous. It's a great time of year to bond and to connect with them. But what on earth am I going to do with them after all those presents are unwrapped the day after Christmas morning, when they have a Christmas coma, so to speak? So much for them, and the meaning of Christmas can easily get pent up in the presents around the tree rather than the presence of the one who came to bring salvation, the one in whom an angel in Luke 2, verse 11 said, "I am bringing you good news of great joy for all the people. To you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah, the Lord." How interesting that the angel did not say, "I am bringing you good news of great joy for all the people. To you this day is the Lamborghini you've always craved, this job promotion you've always desired, this perfect home with a white picket fence or ideal situation you've always longed for." Or rather, the angel announces a person who is a Savior, who comes into my world and yours to offer a real solution to the problem that is called me. Because I need a Savior. I need Christ. I need someone who will get deep into my heart and work through sin in my life, that I would know and live in a deep relationship with the eternal God. The angel here is offering you a relationship. It is relationships that bring the most joy in our life, lasting fulfillment. And it's the eternal one made flesh in a Son given that brings us a joy that is everlasting. Someone near and dear to my heart was my grandfather, who loved Christ as much as anyone I've ever met. What I loved about him was that he was always giddy. It's like he had this invisible angel just always blending somewhere in the background, making him laugh in hysterics. I love that about him. I missed that about him since he passed 10 years ago. And I thank God he shared with me growing up the source of his giddiness, the angle of his joy. My grandfather knew that circumstances and material possessions can make you happy temporarily, but that Christ could give you true joy, because our hearts long most deeply for that which is eternal. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "Joy is the serious business of heaven." And on that first Christmas, joy came down. What are we waiting for? A present? An answer? A change in circumstance? It might be. Perhaps it's joy. Have a great week.